We're here today in MB Crusher's headquarters in Italy, Fara Vicentino. I have the pleasure to see Davide from Robustrack with the crew that came here for a couple days to learn a bit more about the MB world and understand how we can make this partnership successful in the next months, years. Davide, tell me a bit of your experience by now.
Well, I think that we're really excited about the MB attachments, crusher buckets, screening buckets. I think that they're really complementary to what we have already, and it will enrich our range of attachments. MB is very much in line with our philosophy, which is quality products and quality service, and this is the reason we are here together also today, to learn more about the products, to learn more also from a technical point of view, so that we can supply a good level of service, understanding, but also so that we can understand what we can provide our customers, what type of needs we can fulfill with the MB products to our customers. And so, yeah, I think there's a lot of potentials to do business together.
Yeah, on our side, the UK market is a big market, and being able to supply customers quickly, in short time with stock, especially on the higher side, the sales side, everything that comes along with it, also the repairs, for example, it's important. And having good connections that are able to work together with you is fundamental to make the brand move in the correct way. So I think on this side, we can work very well together. The MB range has evolved in the last years, adding new products, especially on the mini digger side of things, and the request has been growing, and the need of new people that can, work along with me to give that quick reply is just too important.
I think that we in the UK market, we experience a strong demand from hydraulic attachments. I think that that's the way the British market is moving. It's moving towards the excavators becoming less and less of a digging machine and more of a multi-tool carrier. So the possibility of having the MB products that go also on mini excavators, which is one of our core and business, one of our focus, it's really, really important. And I think that, again, having a company that is responsive as MB is in terms of supplying spare parts, not just supplying the machines, but also supplying the spare parts, putting us in the position to work well with our customers. It's going to be strategic for the growth of Robustrack in the next few months.
The recycling side of things has just grown in an incredible way since COVID. Companies now look at more ways to make money, and that's where the attachments come in. Your digger is not just there for digging, but it's there for crushing, for screening, for doing agricultural work, all kind of things, just with one single machine. That's where the cash flow comes in at the end. You just don't want to be specialized in one single application anymore, but you want to be able to take the opportunities that the market gives you. And that's where the crusher bucket, the screening bucket, the grabs all come in perfectly and work very well one beside the other.
So if you have to name 3 advantages of MB products, MB attachments versus some of the competitors, what would you say are the 3 most evident advantage for our end users?
Reliability is a big thing, obviously. Then, the MB brand is well known, so people know what they're paying for, and that's important. First thing, because you're not looking just at a single project, but you're looking at something that will come to your use for the next years, and you want to be sure on what you're paying what you're spending your money on. You just can't be that month work, time of work. It needs to be something that I can plan for the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and that's where the MB is. That's where we shine. And then in terms of the quality of not just the product, but also of the material that you receive from what you're crushing, from what you're screening, it's what people need and what people ask for at the moment. So yeah, on that
So
side
is
of
the
things.
fact, so is the fact that, for example, with the screening bucket, the output, you have an homogeneous output, and then you produce material that you can resell.
I mean, yeah, that's a big thing. You want something that gives you more options, as I said before. If you're crushing or you're screening, you want a product that you're able to reuse for yourself, but you can also be able to resell at a good value because the product that you produce is quality product, and that's a big thing. That's part of the investment that you made at the beginning, and that makes you the money back in no time. And at the end, we're all in a business. That's the aim for everyone.
Yeah, I think that, yes, I think that how much the attachments that we supply to our customers add value to their business,
Yeah.
how much they become a money-making machine is gonna be more and more critical in the future, where there are certain jobs that you do with excavators that are just not money-making. There's so much competition, and on a certain job, there's no money to be made. Where if you use an hydraulic attachment, you can make more, and you can give a wider range of services to the but to different sectors as well.
Yeah.
Because it will be agriculture, demolition. You mentioned before recycling. So there is not just the products are not just vertical in one sector, but they can
that's the big thing. That's the big thing. Being able to use a single product in more applications, and that's, for example, the shaft screener. We spoke about this earlier. You're getting a bucket that you're able to reuse in different kind of applications and with different kind of screening size, because with that single bucket you can put different kind of shaft elements inside. And it's different from saying I need to buy a bucket to do this, a bucket to do that. No, now with one single bucket you're able to screen, you're able to smash lumps of clay, you're able to work in a quarry, and that gives you a big value.
Yeah, you're able to recycle plastic and glass, which is something that is out of the usual of the standard, or what you think is a classic use to use a screening bucket or a crusher bucket. So actually sometimes it's just a question of speaking with customers and sharing the experience that we have, and at that point it kind of creates a market, because suddenly, like we were saying before,
there are so many times that you didn't even think you could do that with that kind of attachment, and it make you end up having a solution that was much cheaper than what you thought initially, and you just get the job done, and everyone's here for that at the end.
So now, one of the exciting things of today has been seeing the production, obviously, and it's seeing how MB developed their products. I particularly like the fact that the MB products seems to be the result of many years of experience, where the products have been developed on the suggestions almost of customers, on problems that you experienced, and then you found a solution. And I think that is a key element when you have a product that is, when you have a supplier that listens to when there is an issue and then finds a solution, suddenly it becomes a better product, not because something fancy has been added, but something
I agree.
needed was added.
I mean, these days it's all about that, with all the amount of competitors that manufacture attachments, buckets, excavators, whatever it is, on today's market. If you're not able to listen to customer and how things change within the years, you just go downhill. And in just a year we've added 4 or 5 different new units to the range, because that was where the request was going. We added the 2 new shaft screeners for the mini range, we added the 2 new grabs for the mini range, but for one simple reason, that's what customers were asking. And now we see the results anyway. I mean, you've seen it yourself with the first ones in stock, and how easily they were going out.
I think that the other product is that you guys have increased the range of products, but you haven't gone mad with hundreds of products. So it feels to me like you've applied the MB philosophy that you obviously started with the crusher buckets, and then the screening buckets and grabs are following on the same line, which gives us, as an importer and as a distributor, gives us confidence, because we think, right, that care that has brought you to be the name on the crusher bucket can now be used and can be now deliver new products.
No, I mean, the idea is to have a range of products that work along each other. So you know that basically you could have an MB attachment for that single machine able to do multiple jobs on site. From screening, crushing, sorting out material, all done with one machine. That's the idea behind the MB, behind the MB range, you know, and we see that as as just a cash flow for the customer, because it gives you so many options, so many ways of completing a job, of searching for new jobs also. And so that's where we are at the moment.
Well, I think we're all very excited about working together. We've only known each other for a few months, but it feels like we've been collaborating for a very long time. And so cheers to 2023 and to a bright future.
Yeah.